Hey, what's going on? Hope you're having a good time wherever you are. Right now, nighttime, morning time, whatever. This is gonna be a real quick video on specifically on once again I guess culture, but I'll make it real quick. Like last night, I was thinking to myself, and I was talking to my mother about this, and I was like, I just because I was tired. I came from my friend's house. I was playing this strategy game called Civilization or Revolution Civilization, something like that. It was fun. And it made me just think to myself, not the game, but coming home and just thinking to myself, I was like, wait a second. Because my friend he was on the internet, I guess a laptop, he was on the internet, right? I'm like, all right, cool, cool, cool. He's looking at stuff, and I started thinking to myself, I was like, wait a second, hold up. My generation, our generation, is not gonna have any substantial amount of culture. Now, it may be a good thing, maybe a bad thing. We gotta make our own new culture. We have to redefine, we have to make our own, create our own culture for the coming generations, possibly, if we all live, I'm trying to say maybe Armageddon next 5 years or whatever. I don't know. But just saying that the context of it is that I feel like my generation doesn't have anything to pass on to say my children. If I had a child, I have a child. If we don't have anything to pass on. And I was like, holy shit. I told my mom about that. She was like, yeah, because she would have she would have my great grandmother tell her stories and stuff like this and show her how to do this and that. And I'm not happy. I'm not blaming my mother for that. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying that there's no, I mean, at least for me, from my perspective, where I am, is there's no sharing, there's no building of culture. There's just kind of like nothing. Just internet, and I think I made plenty of videos on the internet and um my old not my old channel but old videos I probably deleted, but I made videos about the internet. It's just yes, the internet's fun and it's creative and it's blah, 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 it's like a newspaper, but it's void of culture because it's I mean technology is part of I guess my culture or my generation's culture, but I don't care. See, like I was thinking to myself if I had an island to myself or a little place or whatever, I would how would I make electricity? And I'm looking at some pedal generators, like you pedal your own energy and stuff. I mean, just ways to create energy, right? And I thought to myself, like, wait a second, how the fuck do I need electricity? I mean, I gotta be honest with myself. Like, it's just kind of like, yay, electricity. But why do, like, if I'm living off the land, why do I need electricity unless I need a telephone? Like, a form of communication to me is what electricity is mainly used for. Yes, it has lights and turn on a refrigerator or whatever. But I'm looking at like going back to how I mean, not even going back to, but if we use some of the old techniques of the ancient times and 200 years ago or whatever, and then we combine it with today's, but with electricity, it would probably make a great mix of like an invention, right? But I'm just saying, in terms of just literally um, being loyal to that way of life and to have no technology around you. Like, I mean, I'm not saying none, like no, I mean, no computers, no printers, no vacuum machines, no TVs, no fucking no refrigerators, no stoves. Like it just that's what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say? And probably that's not really defining my own culture and creating a culture, but I just see it as in terms of the end days of something like that. Then to me that makes more sense because it's yes, the internet keeps things together. It gives you it tells you what's going on, but I just don't care. Me personally, I just don't care for this thing. To me, this is not culture. To me, this is not culture, and I find it a little bit disturbing how kids who are 5 years old, 10 years from now, ain't gonna have nothing. No, they're not gonna really know anything about their previous bloodlines or the great 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 grandmother. They ain't gonna know nothing about them, and all they're gonna know is what the internet tells them. And the internet is already uh, a propaganda tool in a way, but it may get worse. It may not. I don't know. But I look at it like if there's gonna be a new culture, we're gonna have to define it. We are gonna have to create it and think about it and make it. I mean, there's and on top of that, there's art, there's tattoos, there's painting, there's graffiti. That's kind of us in a way. Yeah, it's us, but that just may run out. I don't know. I don't know because I feel like in a way we're fighting what we see. We're talking about this, we're talking about that. We're informing people. We're changing our diets or our lifestyle. No, speaking of diet, I gotta go. Yeah. So, you know, it's certainly it is certainly entertaining to fight against this and do this and learn and yeah, but then again there's the aspect of are we winning? Like are we winning? And when I mean winning, I mean like on the physical front. Like are we winning or are we just, what are we doing on the physical front? The spiritual front, I know we're winning. The astral front, we're winning. But it's do we still need to fight physically anymore? Like is it do we like do we give up physically but stay strong spiritually? I don't know. Huh. I don't know. But I figured that was just important to say. I want to make a video on a little short video about it's just weird. Just like it's what do we have as in our generation as culture? What do we have besides? We'd even make it. If anything, I know this is like irrelevant, but if anything, we'd even make a new sport, create a new sport, and I went national or whatever. Then again, probably we are defining, we are creating our own culture on an underground level. That's probably what we're doing. Like on an underground level, we're creating our own culture. Or higher ground level, we're creating our own culture. Or it's just not mainstream. It's not going to be mainstream. And I don't know. I just want it to mean something. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't want it to be a meme. I don't want this generation to just be memes. I just don't want that. I'm trolling, and that's I don't know. No, no, because it's kind of like we're so set up with it that we're gonna laugh. We're just gonna keep laughing, like the Joker. I don't know. Probably let's say I don't know the Joker from Batman. Probably he was a good man. Probably he was a really good man. But he got something happened to him. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna kill people and see what happens. And he killed people, and people just get shocked, and they do nothing. And it's kind of like, all right, he kills more people. So it's kind of like a switch went off in his head, probably the Joker. Probably like a switch went off, and he just lost it, And I feel like that's what a little bit of our generation is doing right now. We're just like, oh fuck it, there's just no future, so we're just gonna fuck around, and be negative, and do bad stuff, I guess. So that's just one part, and this book, I don't recommend it. I just like it. I just read it so far, and I'm returning to my library. It's called 7 Miles. It's titled 7 Miles a Second. It's depicting I think an artist or something like that, artist in Lower East Side and how he grew up, and in the AIDS and HIV not outbreak, but yeah, I guess outbreak in the 90s, and him dying, I guess. I don't know how he. It's just, the artwork was cool because I think, like for me personally, when I read colorful books, graphic novels, mangas before I go to sleep, it helps me. I don't say dream better, but helps me be there. Like I remember more things because I don't know, but just reading colorful things before going to sleep, like and what's been going on this past week with the on that plane. So I feel really amplified in my dream state when I read colorful things. So 7 Miles a Second. It's a good. You can Google it. I think it's a decent artwork, and the wordplay is it's intriguing. It's not intriguing, but if anything, it reminds me of the Watchmen motion comic. It's a motion comic on, I think, YouTube, and you can find it. Watchmen motion comic, part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. And Rorschach Journal, the guy with the mask and the white mask and the black block changing things, like the way he talks, it seems similar to how he in the book, was it read out. So that's it. Some broccoli, some Brussels sprouts, and some okra. So I just wanted to do that. Not think it's too long, but tell me what you think. If you think anything, if you don't care, whatever. But peace in or that whatnot. 13 love, 13 gratitude, 13 wisdom.